Oh, let's get at it, y'all. Okay. Speed it up. Incline up. Okay. All good. Now we just walk a bit. It's been a few days. I've mostly been sleeping. Walk a little outside. Walking these dogs. That Kate decided to dog sit, and then as soon as they got here, she had to go out of town to work. So, what up, Tito? Let's go a little faster. Yeah, Tito, I am. I'm fasting at least until my surgery, and that's the 18th of this month, so 11 more days. Got the puffy hair going on. So what's up with you, Tito? Yeah, I'm on the upswing, man. I've been going through a lot of shit for this past year. That's why I gained like 80 pounds. I haven't been able to walk or exercise or do pretty much anything for the vast majority of the time since last August. And I don't mean 2 months ago August, I mean 14 months ago August. I've done a couple of update videos. I was not well in any of them, and I'm still not all the way back right. My stamina is at like level 1 of 10, where it used to be 8 or 9 easy. It'll take a while to build my stamina back up, but that's what I'm doing. I've already started dropping some of the weight. I gained 80. I got up to 304 pounds, which is honestly, it's the heaviest I've ever been my entire life. But, getting stuck in a chair for 8 months will do that to you. Couldn't exercise at all, just sit there and fucking eat and watch bullshit TV. But yeah, I've got hernia surgery. It's one of the reasons I can't do a lot of exercise now, because I risk making them worse. But I didn't even know I had the hernias until, well, I've got two or three, but I only knew about the one that happened back in March. I was real bad coughing for like a few days. I was pretty sick. And hell, dude, it felt like somebody jabbed a knife in my side and then just ripped. It hurt so bad. And it fucked up my belly button. I mean, it's really weird. They call this one an umbilical hernia. And apparently I've got a groinal hernia also. And one in my abdominal wall. I don't know, but the umbilical hernia is fucking weird. I've always had a relatively normal belly button. The sides of it are like this. Well, after the hernia, this motherfucker went like this. And this whole section is like super fucking squishy. But that's my belly button right now. Instead of being like normal, it's like that. So that's supposed to get fixed. And the groin will get fixed. He said he's gonna fix all that shit, so then after that, is 3 to 12 weeks of recovery, but I can walk during that time. I just can't do any, like, I can't do abs. I can't do anything that's going to fucking stress my core because it can rip through the mesh. And because I've never actually had a hernia fixed before, he's allowed to do, and they can only do this for your first hernia surgery. It's called laparoscopic. Basically, he gets to make a little incision and then jam this thing back through the hole with like a wire mesh or some kind of mesh that'll catch on this side, and the pressure pushes evenly against the mesh. Then he stitches it together on this side, and then he stitches it back up, on the outside. And it should heal up pretty strong with the scar tissue and everything. Should merge with the mesh and make it solid again. So, fucker spent like 2 hours explaining the whole damn process to me, and I was just like, dude, just do what you have to. You're the doctor. But he wanted to make sure I understood fully, so that's the thing. Yeah, it's alright, man. Shit, Tito, shit happens. This shit all happened like crazy. Like August 17th, perfectly fine. Normal day, went walking at the park, hit the gym for an hour. That night, I started feeling sicky. Then it just got worse and worse and worse. And it was 14 hours of suffering, man. I was sweating. I was cold. I was shaking. My hands and feet were numb. My heart was going rabid, like crazy. Couldn't breathe right. Everything hurt. I like took a warm bath because normally that makes me feel better. Hell, sitting in the bath, I ended up throwing up. Luckily not in the bath. Outside of it, I had to clean that shit up after, but neither here nor there. 14 hours later, I passed out. Finally. And then after I woke up, it was like my whole body was fucking wrecked. Couldn't stand up without being dizzy. My heart going do-do-do-do-do-do-do. I'd be out of breath just from walking to the bathroom. And all of this shit happened overnight. So my first thought was, I just need to chill for a minute and let my body heal up. And I did that. And it just never did. I ended up going to the doctors a few months later. And yeah, I waited months, but whatever. And they started running all these fucking tests on me. Dude, they have tested every part of my fucking anatomy this year. Every part of it. Now, on the one hand, I now have proof that fasting helps clear your arteries because the one I had that had mid-level plaque buildup has very small amount of plaque buildup, and both of my other valves completely clean. My lungs are completely normal, even though you wouldn't fucking know it from how quick I get out of breath, but that's just my stamina. Man, I didn't know what the hell. They tested me for fucking everything. And by the end of it, they could not confirm or deny that I had any fucking thing. So what they think happened was that I got a real bad case of COVID, and they said it's long COVID, which I didn't even know was a thing. I had to Google that shit. I'm like, you just making shit up now, doc. Well, apparently long COVID is COVID that fucks with the inside of your body enough that it takes a real long time to get over it. Like, I never even felt like I had COVID. I never lost the taste buds. I never felt, COVID-y, I guess. I don't fucking know. But at this point, that's all they can say is that's what they think most likely happened. Look skinny fat. I don't know what the fuck skinny fat is. Gaia or Gia, whichever it is. One of you dogs over there farting? I just smelled something. Smell like I done took y'all for your walk. Yes, Gaia. Is it Gaia or is it Gia or Gia? Let me know how to do it. Yeah, you've chatted with me before, Tito. I'm pretty sure I remember the name. But regardless, yes, fasting helps with the loose skin, and that's because the autophagy utilizes all of that stuff and keeps it pretty tight. If you go back and watch my boot camp video with my daughter, you can see the difference and how fat I was when I started, which at that point was only 244. Okay, I'm way heavier than that now. But when you look at the after video, which, same video, the after, then you'll see there's really not a lot of loose skin on me. Oh, but I've been kind of wanting to stream every day, only I haven't done it. Today's day 5. It's only my second live stream. Um, I've been doing everything else just fine, though. I'll walk a little outside with the dogs and shit. Hell yeah, Tito. That's what's up. Do it to it, man. Oh, 301. I got you beat, bro. I was 304 when I got finally back to being able to move again. I'm like 270-ish now. I was 274 at the doctor. I won't step on a scale for a minute. When I go to the doctor again, they weigh me. And I just use their weight, even though it's fully clothed. I don't care. I know I got a long way to go, so whether I've lost 10 pounds or 25, it doesn't make a difference to me. But as long as you're back at it, get at it. There's a few people that have been messaging me since I kicked back off and got to where I can move again. Figure I did 40 minutes the other day. I'm going to try to do at least 45 or 50 today. And I'm only 13 minutes in, so y'all got me for a little bit. Unfortunately, the days of me doing 8, 10, 14 fucking hour streams on a treadmill are behind me. For now, Even before, I've always had enough stamina to just rock out for hours when I'm just walking, But not right now, I don't. Even now that I can move a little, if I walk down the hill to take like my trash cans down, walk it back up, I get out of breath. Talking to you guys right now, I'm kind of out of breath, which is fine. It speeds up the heart rate, so I'll actually burn more calories if I keep talking. It's one of the reasons I invite you guys to chat with me when I'm live streaming. The more I talk, the more air I use up, and then, faster heart rate, better calorie burn, and that's what we're here for. Especially, hey, look here, buddy. You starting at 301, I started at 304. The first 50 pounds coming from 300 goes off pretty fucking quick. So you'll be back at 250 in a month, easy, if you just jump on the fasting and do light walking. You ain't even got to be that serious. Now, obviously, if you've got the stamina to go longer, you'll lose faster. Most I ever lost in a single month was 52, but that was starting at 244. Starting at 300, I guarantee if I was able to push hard, I could probably drop 70 in a month. 3 bacon, 2 egg, 1 taco per day. And water. What's your taco on? Is it on a whole wheat tortilla, soft tortilla? Or are you eating actual, like, flour tortillas? or corn tortillas, either of those. They're both a little worse for you. I mean, if you're going to do it, then I would definitely go for the whole grain option. Costs a little more, tastes a little less, but it's better for you in the overall. It's better for the gut health too. See you later, Tito. Thanks for chatting with me. Yeah, you want to tend to stay away from anything that's going to cause inflammation. So all of the whites need to be put out of your life. That includes white sugar, white flour, white rice, white bread, all of them. Get rid of them. If you're not fasting, and you don't have to be fasting, you can cut weight without fasting. I did it my whole fucking life. I didn't start fasting until I was 40 years old. By all means, fasting is definitely the quickest way to drop weight. But if you've got time and you think you'll be able to be dedicated, then, just make a healthy diet and stick to it. I've also got fatty liver, so even when I do eat, I have to be none of the whites, plus no saturated fats are very low. I'm trying not to eat hardly any carbs. And when I do, it's like broccoli, cauliflower, kale, a little bit of spinach. Tend to stay away from lettuce. It's just crispy water, No sauces, so I can't have carrots and celery with ranch. Nope. I can have carrots and celery, but, not too many. Three weeks, 28 pounds. Are you female? Those sound like female numbers. I don't know. They could be male numbers. Male with low to mid activity. Not that I have any judgment towards either of the sexes. I'm just saying that I've trained both men and women, and it is what it is. Women have less muscle mass in general, and therefore, oh, she keeps calling. I need to mute this. She's going to keep trying to talk to me, and I ain't having it. But because of the lower amount of muscle mass, and muscle is what burns the calories, that's why it's important to try and maintain at least a decent amount of muscle on your frame. That gives you a higher RMR. That's your resting metabolic rate. So, yeah, that's what I said. Light to mid exercise. Those could be guy numbers. Mid to high exercise, 3 weeks, 28 pounds could be female numbers. We can all lose weight rapidly. It's just, one's a bit more rapid than the other. Now, if you were to show me a lady that was jacked up, hits the gym all the time, and has good muscle mass on her, she'd probably be burning just as fast as most guys. But it's also a lot harder for women to build muscle mass. I've trained with a lot of female bodybuilders, and the shit they have to go through to reach, honestly, less muscle mass than other guys is just, they have to train like crazy. Starting to get sweaty. Have you already checked out my water fasting playlist? Because if you haven't, you ought to. I made that playlist a couple years ago when I was still relatively trimmed up-ish and was doing all of the studying, the research, the experiments and everything. So I've got a lot of anecdotal data there, a lot of data that's backed up with sources. And mostly it just answers pretty much every question you'll have about fasting and can you do this or that? Should you do this or that? About 2 a day is my average, as long as I can exercise while I'm fasting. Uh, to a point, you know. Once you get down to like 220, the 2 pounds a day drops off substantially. It'll drop to like 1.5. Eventually, when you hit like when I did that fast and I dropped from 204 to 187, that was only like a pound a day, and that was training shit 12 to 14, 16 hours a day. And by training, I mostly mean just walking. It's low impact cardio. It's healthy on the body, helps burn calories, keeps your heart rate raised for a longer period of time. Oh yeah, definitely. I appreciate the views. Oh. After the last stream, I had to put my hoodie on just 'cause I was getting sweaty ears inside the headphones. And I still got sweaty ears even with them on, but at least the sweat holds to the cloth. Oh. I got I got to get off these fucking vapes too. I just picked them up a couple weeks ago because my girlfriend fucking vapes all the time, and I was just like, I'll hit it, and then I've been hitting it ever since. It's not that great. All right, we'll see you later, sport. Unfortunately, I won't be doing the 8 hour long streams, at least for the foreseeable future. But I will try to kick in, you know, and chat a little here and there. Just get in front of the camera, let you guys see what's going on. At some point, I'll probably do it without my shirt on. But right now, pretty embarrassed. Got the big old belly. Yeah, these taste good, but none of the vapes are good for you. And I buy them online, so they're only like $10 instead of like I was in Pennsylvania. This particular vape was $34.99 plus tax. That shit is ridiculous when I can get it for $10.50 online. Oh. Oh yeah, dude. The trouble wiping my own ass on a toilet is what got me to no end. I was like having to fucking shuffle my body and shit to be able to wipe. It was stupid. I was like, that is not something that a man should have to suffer through. But what are we gonna do? It ain't like we got that fat on accident. We're the ones that chose to shovel food in like fucking animals. End of the day, though, we can reverse it. That's the beauty of this life. No matter what, we could be 70 and still reverse it. Maybe not as fast as when we were 30, but still doable. One step at a time, man. Yep, I'm a funny man. Currently, I'm also funny looking. Ah. Oh. Oh yeah, don't get me started. I made a video about that shit one time. Having to like sit and scoot back, bring your legs up, and like pull one foot up and jiggle a sock on. Don't get me started. That's part of the stupid part of being fat. But we ain't gotta be. And I don't intend to be now that I can move again. I'm taking it down. That's some shit you don't even consider. But having trouble wiping your own ass is pretty embarrassing. And you can't just tell anybody about it. Well, I mean, I tell everybody about it, but that's because I'm on YouTube. I can't hide the shit that's, shameful just because it is. Got to be open about the shit and, you know, whatever. Because other people suffer with it in silence. Oh, oh. Let's speed up a little. See you later. Ah. I'm gonna do a little more walking. Might as well get my steps while I'm feeling good, you know. It's 3 in the morning. Ah, Who you wolfing at? What you wolfing at in there? I done hit something. I don't know what I hit. Something. All right, guys. I'm out.